You got one of them cat dog. The Trial Run Podcast up and running
sir.
as usual.
Yes, sir.
What's up? What's up? So
Hey,
we was talking.
So we was talking offline about how people paint themselves into corners and like society really want to like kind of like box people in so for their comfort more than anything, right? I was watching a video this morning of Jaylen Brown teaching a class, and he talked about a concept called panopticism, right? And it's talking about media training and social media and how it kind of wants you to conform to the point to where everybody's the same. And we actually see that going on in society, bro. Like, I don't care where you from, the slang is the same, right? I don't like all the young kids talking about ops. Like that's Chicago slang. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, remember, people in New York didn't say Wody.
No.
You get everybody in New Orleans didn't even say Wody.
I remember you.
That was really a third ward thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying like how whether it's social media or just with social media, society has gotten so small, bro. Like even everything in our culture is just so accessible, and to the point to where everybody sound the same, everybody look the same. There's no variation, bro. And I just don't think that's healthy for us as humans, bro. Like, what's the point of sharing culture if it's all the same?
Yo, do you remember? Do you know who DJ Clue is?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you know DJ Clue.
Bro,
DJ
don't try to
Clue.
play me though, Haas. Like,
do
you know who the professional is? Come on, man. No, I really do this hip hop thing, bro.
Hear me out. I wasn't trying to play.
I know who he was before Rockefeller too. So,
and listen, that's a testament to your love for the culture. But that's where I'm going with it, right? So hip hop has a lot to do with that, along with the advent of social media. When you think about Clue, DJ Clue, the reason why I brought him up is because he had this thing called the exclusive. When he put out his mixtapes, this is a DJ Clue exclusive. And you was going to get that music from him and nobody else. We don't live in a society now, at least here in the United States, especially within, I think, hip hop culture or just maybe urban culture, where the exclusive is admired anymore. What's admired is now you got to be a part of the in crowd, else you ain't popping. And what you were saying is basically what's happening. Is like, okay, everybody want to be a part of the in crowd so much that nobody is differentiating from the next person. Yeah. Everybody's the same. So keep expounding on that.
Well, this the thing, bro. Like, it's you're training people to like what they actually don't like. You feel me? Like, now I gotta like something in order to even be considered with it or the in crowd. Like, remember when there used to be like subcultures? You know what I'm saying? Let's look at 90s hip hop, right? You had gangster rap, you had conscious rap, you had, well, I guess backpack rap and conscious rap is the same thing. You had just hardcore East Coast style rap. You had bounce music in New Orleans. You had bass music in Miami. You had that tongue twisting style out of the Midwest. You feel me? You had screw music in Houston. Like, there was so much culture to be shared. And that's the thing with hip hop. It's shared culture. You feel me? Like, if and you can blame college students a lot for it, right? Because if I'm from New York, right, and I go to school in, I don't know, Houston, you're going to be impacted by screw culture. You know what I'm saying? If you go to Houston. So whereas you may not understand it when you're in New York, but once your feet hit Houston and you looking around and you actually immersing yourself in that culture, you can see, damn, this why them niggas like that. You feel me? And so you start to understand it. But that's the beauty of sharing culture. It has to be diverse in order for it to be shared. If you pulling up in my city and I'm doing the same thing you doing in yours, bro, like, we're not sharing culture.
That's a fact. That's a fact. There was a time where when I was a kid, so we used to, every summer, my mother would prepare us to go upstate New York to visit our grandparents upstate New York. That's like 2 hours away.
The country.
And yeah, right. It was like the country. And anytime we went up there, it was a huge difference between upstate New York and New York City, to the point where even the fashion was different. A lot of the sneakers we had in Queens, you wasn't getting that in Middletown, New York, Orange County, right? It just wasn't there. And as time progressed, now there's not even a difference between the upstate New York and Queens, like you can get everything everywhere at any time because everything's been brought close together. Also, consider the possibility that shopping is different as well. Right? Amazon just shut all of that down.
All of it.
Right. Like, you know, people show up in their front door. The Amazon package is there before the postman.
Access, bro.
Oh, access is everything. And we're getting access to a lot of stuff that, like you said, used to separate different cultures, different cities, different environments. And now everybody is trying to just assimilate to what everybody else has got. Like when people start saying big homie in New York and stuff like that, I'm like, that's LA shit.
That's LA, bro. Like
that's not us. We used to be like God. Like, what up, God? What up, son?
Right.
So when you said
Baby
son,
Paul.
when I first, babe, what was that about? Baby Paul, yo, baby Paul, baby. When I first met Creole and he was talking and he was saying son, I thought he was in a way trying to relate to me because I'm from New York. And then when he's like, nah, we say son in New Orleans too. I was like, oh, all right, cool.
Well, let me correct that because, okay, so from New Orleans, I grew up when my mom and my dad split. My daddy is from the city, New Orleans. My mom is from the first town outside of New Orleans, which is called Shrewsbury. So I grew up between Shrewsbury. Shout out to all my Shrewsbury guys. Causeway Bullies, all of that, right? So I grew up between there and the city of New Orleans because when I lived with my daddy, I lived in the city. I went to schools in the city and I went to schools in Jefferson Parish, which is, like I said, right outside. So with two different worlds, right? Now, what I noticed, the Shrewsbury niggas was way quicker to fight. New Orleans niggas was quicker to shoot you. You feel me? So it wasn't really like, New Orleans was a little bit faster. So as far as like the culture moved a little bit faster. But I got to see both worlds, right? And so let me say this. Son actually come from the West Bank of New Orleans from my experience. Areas like Bridge City, shout out to all my Bridge City people, shout out to all my Beach Grove people, all my Kennedy Heights people, all my West Bank people, Gretna, Marrero, all of that, right? They were saying son all the way back to the 80s. You feel me? Now we don't say it the way y'all say it. Like niggas in New Orleans are on the West Bank, would start a sentence off with son and end it with son. You feel me? So it'd be like, son, where you going at today, son? That's how niggas was using it. So it wasn't kind of exactly like y'all was using it. There was a colloquialism on it. You feel me? So we did say son, but definitely not the way y'all did.
I got you. That's an ill thing, man. But it shows similarities, but it also shows that there's a difference. Now with hip hop, like somebody was online and they had Sexy Red at where was she at? Oh, BET. It was BET had posted Sexy Red, and they was like, Sexy Red just killed the BET stage, and stop.
I'm gonna stop. I ain't hating, bro.
It's crazy because I ain't even see it. I just
you know how Sexy Red, I don't know if you ever seen her like just perform online, right? She just gotta do her little 1-2 step in the middle of the stage with the track playing. And when they said she killed it, I was just like, this is where we at now. Like the bar is low. And I ain't got nothing against Sexy Red. I actually like her, not because of her music. She just reminds me of family. So when I see somebody like that operating, I just like, oh, she like one of my fucking cousins. You know what I'm saying?
It's fun music. My little sister gave me the perspective on that. Nobody expecting like a depth in her bars. It's just music you listen to. If you about to go out, you gonna hang out with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Or going to the club. That's what you're listening to. That's the purpose.
That's like that Summer Jam post. I think y'all sent to the chat, and it was like, yo, such and such brought out such and such. I was like,
oh, we didn't even know who they brought out.
Yeah, who's the person that brought out the other person? Like, who are these people? I don't know none of them.
Who these randoms right here?
And that was Summer Jam. I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah, Summer Jam definitely not what it once was, bro. Like I know exactly what you talking about. I was like, yo, these dudes is random. Like these are like with creator rappers. Like you just get on the video game.
In the comments, they was like, yo, look at
Go ahead.
Yo, he go with the glitching.
Who frozen?
There you go with the glitching.
Are you serious? What?
No, you back. You back.
You back, son.
What? Oh my God. Yo, son, my internet been acting wild last week, man. It's like even the last episode had to take a delay because it just was
sometimes it's not your internet. Sometimes it's just the area.
Yeah,
the area. Exactly. It might could be the platform too. I don't know.
Yeah, because they be working on that. They be working on the cabling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They get on my nerve, man. But to the point of Sexy Red, right? So I'm in the comments and they like I'm hearing all the pretentious hip hop purists hate it. Like not hating. I'm gonna stop saying hate. I'm gonna stop hating. I'm gonna stop saying hating.
It is hating because if that's for you, why you even commenting on it?
But they giving their opinion. They say they're giving their opinion.
Everybody basically was saying the same thing. They like, man, I'm so glad I was born in the 90s.
The 90s.
Born in the 90s.
No, not born, but like came up in the 90s. So they was able to know what hip hop was in the 90s and in the 80s. So that's a lot of I'm glad I was born when I was born. It was like, it just was like, oh my God, man. But that's where it's at right now, and I think the companies understand that, so they want to appeal to the TikTok crowd because that's really her lane right now. Like a lot of quick posts that you can have a catchy song on that's going to bop on TikTok and it's going to run up the numbers. Yeah, TikTok rap, because honestly, the labels are getting paid off of those TikTok raps too.
Of course,
yeah. Them 360 deals. Them 360 deals are 360 deals.
Yes.
We want a piece of everything.
Yep.
Hey, I don't care if you got a song playing at the daycare center. We want that too.
Yo, bro, right. Sexy Red look like a cafeteria worker.
Yo, son, stop playing. she remind me of Amazon worker.
You ever seen an old cafeteria worker?
Yo, stop.
She look like the old cafeteria worker origin story.
Yo, stop.
This who she was before she became with him. Ain't no more green beans.
Ain't no more green beans. Nah, she remind me of the chicks you meet when you're working at a warehouse job. Like, yeah. Like, yeah, you work at FedEx. She only gonna work there for like 4 months. Then she gonna quit. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely gonna
but for like 4 months, she gonna be there. And she gonna be like, She gonna be like, tap her head. I can't do this. This ain't.
She want that signing bonus.
And then the dudes who like her gonna be picking up the boxes for her while she just watching and talking.
There's always gonna be some older fat dude too.
Yo, man, Simp City.
Simp City.
Simp City. Ain't getting nowhere with her.
Nowhere, bro. Always pulling up at her job station, making sure another nigga ain't hollering at her.
Having random conversations just so can't nobody else be there. Yeah, so I was watching, Jeffersons the other day. You watch the Jeffersons? just random stuff. Yo, man, so we had a little back and forth, Creole, because Creole actually set the trap. He a hater, son. Like, yeah, he set the trap up. Him and his son got on this video, and he got his son looking like, oh, dad, what we doing?
Bro, it was like twisting his arm, bro.
He did. Yo, and then he go, I'm here with my junior. I'm just like, what is this about? The audio mad echoey because he in the garage. Ain't no production quality or nothing. I'm gonna get on you now, son. I'm gonna tear your head off now, son. Yo, they sitting there, his son looking like, yo, I'm out here. What is this about, man? Like I was out here. Last night was a historical night. Bronny James got drafted by the Lakers.
Big fact.
I'm like, what is this? I'm like, and then he goes say, the GOAT got his son playing with him. And I'm like, hell no. We going at tonight, man. We going at you tonight, brother. Absolutely not.
Hey, yo, how's gonna try to? He tried to walk me around the building, bro. I know, like I'm comfortable with y'all Queens niggas, though.
I had it on.
I'm comfortable with y'all niggas, so I know.
Had it on.
Bro, he thought I had the rabbit ears on, but I had to let him know I don't, bro.
Yo,
I don't.
I couldn't believe this dude. Like, he really did that. So we got to talking about how he helped his son get to that stage. So it really feeds into the understanding of, or knowing how to understand nepotism. And is that the American way? And it's the way, it's the way. I don't know if it's the American way, but it certainly is the way. So Creole, go ahead, give your take on the Bronny situation exclusively, and then we'll talk about nepotism as a whole topic. But let's go into that.
I have a very historic example, and then I have a more current historic example, right? That's how I'm going to start.
Okay,
right?
Go ahead. That's how you're going to
start.
John
Adams, John Quincy Adams.
President.
Would John Quincy Adams have been president had John Adams not been president?
Okay.
Right? George Herbert Walker Bush. George Walker Bush. Would W have been president if it wasn't for old man Bush?
Would he been the nominee, I think, because people still had to vote for him.
Right, but what I'm saying, would he have even been in the running? Would he have even had the opportunity? Would he have even had the look? You get what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
These are things that are just embedded into this society, bro. Like if you look at how many legacy people get in sororities and fraternities, look at how many legacy people get admission to get pushed through for admission to some of these prestigious universities. Bruh, when I was in New Orleans before Katrina, I worked as an apprentice for the job that my daddy grew up feeding us with. You feel me? I didn't know how to do no sheet metal. You feel me? But I got the look because my daddy vouched for me. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I just don't see nothing wrong with it, dog. Like, granted, the first thing people gonna say is, man, there's so many people in the G League better than him. There's so many people in college that's better than him. There's so many people, there's people playing park ball that's better than him. But they daddy not LeBron James, dog. I'm sorry.
All right, so I agree with your platform, and I like how you set it up. John Quincy Adams, John Adams, all that cool stuff. But this is the issue with nepotism. There's nothing wrong with it because you're helping your family or you're helping a friend. I've gotten a lot of jobs because of people that I knew. Not quite nepotism, but certainly a referral helps you get in the door, or at least helps you get the look. Right, but the qualifications of those that you are champion, that's what things start to get a little goofy. Look at Thanasis. He's trash.
It's tenacity on this platform.
On the tenacity. Look at tenacity. As a basketball player, he's not a good basketball player. There's a player who could be on that team that's way better than him. But his brother got him in there. He's holding up a spot. But the thing is, and then they put him on the court. He actually plays, right?
That's
and then now he's the gift that keeps on giving because of the entertaining value of it. But the reality of it is he shouldn't be there. Not now. Maybe he could work on his game and then come in later on another team. But right now, he's not there. And that's the issue with Herbert Walker Bush and George W. He wasn't a great president. He was trash, right? He was very, very suspicious. When you think about, I don't know what the John Adams things was. That was many, many, many years ago. Yourself just admitted your father got you a job. You knew nothing about sheet metal. Why is you here?
All I knew is how my daddy used to smell when he got off work. Smell like metal.
And as a business owner, I couldn't do that to my business. Like, I might have a good worker, but that don't mean that naturally transitions to your son. Your son might be garbage, or he might be better, but I'm going to give him an opportunity over somebody else because he's your son. I don't know if as a business owner, I'm going to do that. From the perspective of a father who has a son, I'm doing everything for my son. I understand it, bro. If I could be on the Grammy stage, my son on the stage with me.
So what if you're a business owner and a father?
I'm not putting my son in any important positions at my business at all. At all. He gonna learn first.
If my son expressed this much interest, we move.
Absolutely not.
But I will give him the option to say, "Hey, Daddy, I tried it. This is not what I want." I'm not gonna lock my dreams into him, though.
Listen, my kid BCH Media Network, the Trial Run Podcast, as we escalate this to the next level. My son can show as much interest as he want to. He gonna learn behind the scenes before I put him in front of a camera or I put him in charge of anything important, because I got something to run and I can't be experimenting because of him being my son. No, that's just not how I operate. People were saying something very interesting. They was like, Kobe would have never. Kobe would have had his son doing, 10 laps a day around the whole Staples Center because you ain't ready yet. But
who's to say LeBron didn't do that with Bronny though?
Bro, he wasn't a top recruit in high school. He wasn't a top recruit in college. What are you talking about,
bro?
What are you talking about? Everybody
is going to be a great 3-and-D.
I don't care what you think he might be. What he is right now is not.
The draft is all about what you think somebody might be. How many draft busts we had?
All of them people that get drafted in the NBA, they all were All-Americans in high school.
But it's still all about potential, though, huh?
But they have a proven track record, brother. He don't have it. He don't have it at all. I'm not saying he trash. He way better than Tenacity. He way better than him.
Okay, I can refute that though, huh?
I can.
Tom Brady was the Mr. Irrelevant
at Michigan.
No, what I'm saying is I'm talking about in the draft. 7th round.
Michigan though.
He wasn't even that good at Michigan.
But he was
enough.
Was at Michigan? He wasn't bad quarterback. He wasn't one of the top recruits. No, he wasn't. But he was in college and he was noticeable and he was he was enough to be.
But he got drafted in the 7th round, bro.
Well, the NFL got 1 billion rounds, man. Like that's just what it is. Son. Let me tell you something. Tom Brady, and listen. Also remember when he got drafted. The NFL now are doing nothing but drafting quarterbacks. Right? That's what they do now. When he got drafted, they wasn't doing that. So if you go back to that, it was wide receivers. Yeah, exactly. So he came in at a time when they really wasn't even giving the quarterback that much of a look in the NFL draft. But to the point of now, Tom Brady probably would have been in like the top 10 coming out of Michigan because they looking for those people. Look at Trevor Lawrence.
It's still speculative.
But it's more speculative to have somebody who was never proven on any level that they played basketball. Other than that, he's LeBron James' son, to be drafted even 55th in the NBA draft over some people who are All-Americans, who have some type of history that you can look and be like, oh, this person know how to play basketball. The nepotism part, I understand that. But when you start talking about the business aspect, well, we're going to get into that as too. We're going to get into that. But when we start talking about just the business of basketball, just basketball itself, he ain't qualified to be drafted in the NBA right now.
Haas,
go ahead.
Do you realize what jersey sales?
I said we're gonna get to the business. I said we're gonna get to the business. I said we're gonna get to the business. I said the business of basketball. I'm talking about playing basketball.
That is the business of basketball.
No. Let's keep it on the court. 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 Skill for skill, step for step. Skill for skill, step for step. Is he qualified to be a basketball player in the NBA right now?
No, but a lot of the draft class
Don't say that. Don't say that.
A
lot of the draft class is not.
No.
Most of those guys who get drafted in the NBA got footage. They got work to show you.
But that don't qualify them. All that does is mark potential, bro. Sam Bowie.
Okay, so Sam Bowie is a rare case, right? He got drafted over Michael Jordan. For those who don't know, he got drafted over Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon. Michael Jordan was drafted 3rd. He's the greatest of all time.
Sam Bowie was drafted what?
And he got drafted 1st, but guess why? Guess why though?
Because they had film on him that said he was ready, and he was not.
Not only that. Why else?
Why? Because he white boy?
No, because he was a big man, and that's all they was drafting back then.
Yeah, okay. But Olajuwon a big man.
And they drafted him 2nd, right? And then they drafted Michael Jordan 3rd. The thing is, though, Sam Bowie was that dude. The reason why he wasn't that dude is because he got injured. Keep that in mind. It wasn't because he was trash.
So he Greg Oden, basically.
Greg Oden, exactly. He got Greg Oden, dog. Like, and Greg Oden was like 45 when he went to the league. If you really look at his face,
that nigga look old, bro. He looked like the transformation on Vampire and Brooklyn.
He looked like old LeBron.
Can't hide from your destiny, retard.
Yeah,
yo, he looked like old LeBron. Like he looked like Bill Russell and LeBron.
Stop. Nope.
Yes,
Nope.
he do. Yes, he do.
Nope.
Yes, he
Yo,
do. He look like LeBron if LeBron get
I
like
refuse to
75.
endorse slanderous Bron jokes.
Bron lied on his birth certificate.
LeBron is a national treasure.
He's
Even
a
though he
national
look like
treasure.
Delroy Lindo. He's a national treasure.
He look like Delroy Lindo in Crooklyn.
Isaac O'Day.
Hey, I got another gig, babe. I got another gig. Once I get this
He
money
used
from
to
this
his
gig.
daddy is West Indian Archie.
West Indian.
Ah.
Yo, they was talking about how, the genetics that LeBron got is crazy, right? And he won a genetic lottery, and how his son Bronny necessarily didn't get that. So he's gonna have to certainly earn it through his work. And I think that's really what happens here, right? LeBron said, all right, I'm gonna get him here because while I'm in control of being able to get him in the league, I'm gonna get him in the league. Now, my boy, you gonna have to bust your ass to really earn your keep, because I ain't gonna be here this entire go for you. And once I leave, they gonna be able to do whatever they want.
You know what I like about Bronny? He don't look bothered.
He's a rich kid. Like, what rich kid you know is bothered?
I don't mean it like that, right? I'm
My
talking
son
about.
think he rich now, son. He unbothered. We ain't rich.
But I'm talking about, like, people are worried about what the media market in LA is gonna do to him. Man, he's been in the media market in LA since high school.
Yeah.
He's insulated. I think a lot of these kids these days.
I think he'll still be insulated to a degree.
Yeah, he's insulated. Think about the climate of media we live in right now. These kids are used to being in front of everybody. Social media made you for this. Like, you're trained to be like on the gram, on TikTok, on whatever else you got. Like, this ain't gonna
Panopticism.
Panopticism, right? Speaking of that guy, right? Like, when we'll go into that as well. But yeah, man, like, I don't think that part is gonna bother him. What I'm concerned about is what that cardiac arrest thing was about. They never really went into details about it. It was that. Go ahead.
Do you think Savannah would have signed off if he wasn't okay?
That's a hard thing to answer, bro. Pause. That's a very difficult
it is
question to answer, because
you don't know how Bronny is in the background. Like, yo, I really want to play, like pushing it. So, and
you also don't know the dynamic of their marriage. You don't know LeBron James might be a strong arming type of dude. Yo.
Right.
Fall back.
Right.
Yeah. I built this shit.
I mean, she's living a soft life,
You still be wearing alligator shoes.
You still be at Old Navy. What you talking about? You know how they do? Open up the closet. You see your closet? You see what you got?
You was at Ross. Now you're at the Ritz.
I hate you, son. No,
what if he keep her name tag from when she worked at Marshalls or some shit? And every time, every time he trying to make a point, he just leave that on the counter in the kitchen.
It could go
leave
back.
how you came now. Leave.
Yo, son, I might have to do that. I might have to do that.
Yo, pull every time she start tripping, just pull that Ross up.
I could see him doing that because he seemed like one of them cool, funny motherfuckers. But I could see her being like, "Boy, you better get up out of here if I slap you in your
Taco
face."
Tuesday, huh?
Taco Tuesday. Got the Taco Bell.
He got a yeah.
He just you just got knocked out this time, bro. See, that's the gods. That's the Michael Jordan gods right there, son. You out of line. Yeah. Look, he all frozen. Stuck on stupid.
Yo, we found out his brother called again.
If his brother called again, that means his do not disturb don't even work. Nah, like, you there? That wasn't your bro. I can't hear you. Oh, that was your wife. Wife broke through. Nah, we can't hear you.
She like, you got wife jokes? She cut in. She like,
you showing people my name tag? He forgot she had one of them name tags. Yo, you showing people on Burger King name tag? What's up with you? Yo, man, what's going on with you though, man? While we waiting for him to get back on.
You know me, man. Gym time.
Gym time. Oh, now see.
Yo, we're gonna have to do a skit with me and my call interruptions, bro.
So you blocked your brother, but your wife came through.
Yeah. Look, as soon as she answered the phone, hey husband, say bam, shoot. Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, she heard the wife jokes. She's like, oh, you got wife jokes?
You know what? I'm gonna have to pull up her JC Penney's tag.
Yo, I was just saying that. I was like, oh yeah, you pulling out tags? Like, I said it was a Burger King tag, so it was JC Penney.
Nah, son. See, no, Burlington. She worked at Burlington. I'm gonna pull up Burlington name tag out.
Yo, that's
she played. No, I can't play with her like that, bro. She played for keeps.
Oh, word.
She gonna say some shit that really means something, and I'm be like, nah, you ain't had to go that hard though.
Gonna hurt your feelings.
Yeah, she gonna hurt my feelings, bro.
So when you think about the nepotism, I just recently saw a video of Andre Iguodala. So we're gonna combine both of these topics, nepotism and the Andre Iguodala post that I had put inside the chat.
Yeah,
he talking about the NIL deals.
Yeah, talking
He said is not good for the athletes, the college athletes, and his reasoning is that it's making them. They're coming in at 16 making money, so their desire to win isn't at that same level it once was when they was like, I got to get this because by 21, if I don't, it's over. And he's like, the money is making them feel as though almost entitled to it, almost entitled to just it's going to happen no matter what because I'm making this money now. Mm-hmm. You take that, and I never really looked at it like that. I thought it was just AAU ball and just the attention that it was getting, but these NIL deals coming in the picture now. You take that, and then you think about the whole Bronny situation and the whole nepotism aspect of that. Do you think he got a passion for this?
I think he do. The reason I say that, bro, is because like you dealing with somebody who money has never been an issue for. So money is not the goal for a person who money has never been the issue for. If he don't dribble the basketball ever, bro, he's still gonna be a billionaire one day. You get what I'm saying? So maybe making the name LeBron James mean something for him versus just living off of his daddy. I think he want his own glory. That's what I think. When I see him and when I listen to him speak, I think it's from the perspective of I want to make this name mean something for me, not just because of what was given to me, right? But to the point, I do think our focus on money as a culture is the problem in everything.
Mm-hmm.
In everything, because when you use money as the gauge for greatness, what if you cheated to get it?
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? There's nothing special about you other than you the best cheat.
Talking about passion, we don't know these kids personally, but from the outside looking in, Bronny doesn't look like he really has the passion. It seems more like he feels like this is what he's supposed to do because he's a LeBron James son. Now, Bryce, on the other hand, he seems like he has the passion for it. He seems like he loves it. And he seems like he's going to be way better than Bronny.
Yeah, he's a bigger player. And
that's what I think it is.
What I believe that comes from is because he's the younger brother. So everybody ain't really paying him no attention.
Yep.
But I'm watching like, yo, this dude.
Underdog.
So he has like, you know how everybody said Michael Jordan would just find something and be like, oh, that's what we doing? Watch this.
Yeah, right.
That's his thing. Oh, everybody talking about my big bro. They don't realize it's me. It's the same thing. When Venus Williams hit the scene, it was all about Venus Williams. And her father said, Venus is great, but watch out for this one. Talking about Serena. And Serena has so much to prove to everybody that she wasn't a little sister. She was that. She turned out to be right. So being the first.
Her turning point was beating Venus.
Yeah, because she couldn't beat Venus for a little
Venus
while.
Used to cook her.
Yeah. Venus used to really cook her, bro. And once she beat her, it was almost like Venus never could beat her again. It was a wild change. And when I look at the whole LeBron James Jr., him being the first, it is a lot of pressure. It's also a lot of pressure to want to kind of emulate what your father did, his life to a degree. Not that it's the best or the worst thing to do, but it's like, that's my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got into real estate because I wanted to see what it was about, but also because my father was a real estate guy since I was a kid. Without that being there as a representation or an example, I might not even gave a damn about getting into it, at least not in the way that I got into it. You know, so there is some type of influence there when it comes to basketball. When like what Biko said, he don't be looking like it's a big deal to him.
In all fairness, would you say the same thing about Tim Duncan?
What you mean?
It never looked like it was a big deal to Tim Duncan.
I don't think it was
expressively passionate, but it did not stop his drive towards greatness. Is what I mean in that regard.
No, absolutely. And we're not saying that it stopped. We're just saying that there's a different dynamic too, right? You're talking about personalities, and it could be a personality thing.
That's what I think.
I'm looking at it a little bit deeper, and I don't. He seems like he's a very outgoing kid, so I don't believe it's a personality thing. I think he might just be doing it because he know he can do it. But Tim Duncan is a whole nother example, because Tim Duncan is just a very even-keeled, mild-mannered dude from the Caribbean, like most people from Caribbean are. Look at Biko. You don't know he even got a pulse until you get him riled up. Then it's like, my youth. Hold on, my youth.
Yo, I ain't never heard your patois, Biko. I think my patois is better.
I want to speak patois, man. I'm Trinidad, man.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those guys, you don't even know they there until they there. Then it's like,
yeah, they turn all the way up too.
Can I give you a chair, my brother? You want a chair? Would you like dinner?
Yeah,
because they don't care.
Like, all the way up.
It's just a head in their hand. You know what I mean? The machete been swinging. It's just another hand. just another hand to them. Like you saw a machete fight, dog? You ever seen a machete fight?
Yeah,
bro. I don't think I want to, bro.
Yo,
that shit sound mad hacky and bloody, bro.
I mean, bro, I saw one on the internet. It's ugly. Yo. It's like dude walked away with picked up his hand and walked away. He knew he lost. Obviously,
he lost the hand. Bro, that's bad. You ain't just lose a fight, bro. You lost a appendage.
Yo, they was in there just swinging, and I couldn't even tell that he got hit. I thought both of them just walked away and let it go. One dude walked away. He good. The other dude walked away. He still had his machete in his hand.
He got a trophy.
And then he kind of put it underneath. And then picked up and I said, "Oh, he just picked up his arm. He just picked up his forearm, son." I said, "Yeah."
That's wild. That's wild, bro.
Yeah. Somebody close to me won one of those fights. I ain't going. Yeah.
Oh wow. See, so there go to so Tim Duncan. He had the machete in the locker the whole time, so he wasn't tripping about the NBA like that. Like he knew it was there.
He said, "I'm gonna cut it one way or the other."
After he shoot it off the backboard, right? Like, because that's all he did. Glass. So somebody brought up Michael Jordan's son, of course, in this particular case.
That's so unfair.
And they was talking about how Jordan. They said something about Jordan tried to do this for his sons and couldn't do it. And in my mind, I'm like, no, he didn't. Mike made them dudes play basketball, and he was either gonna get there or not. Facts.
I think he was trying to teach them work ethic through basketball.
What'd you say, Biga?
You're not about to soil his name. Like he like fuck that.
I think he was trying to teach them work ethic through basketball, though.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah, he definitely will. He said, "You see these sneakers? You see that name? You see the level? I got this too." I done seen you out there a couple times. I don't know.
But look what they doing to Brand Jordan, though.
They're blowing it up.
Exactly.
Oh
They're in their spot.
Although it was confirmed, and Biko had put me on. He told me, but it was confirmed recently too. Nike stock is down right now.
I've been watching that joint for the long.
Yeah, and it's been going down consistently. They said the last few years, like historically, the trend has been down. Jordan Brand, It's like, so they did you send me that? Where he's talking about don't just invest in it because it's a brand. Look at what it's actually been doing.
Nah, who me? Nah, I didn't send it. But
okay.
But I was saying that once I see something, then I check the news on it to see what's being said about it. Yeah.
So you might be good to bet against that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might be good to bet against that. But yeah, Jordan didn't do that. Oh yeah. Yeah, as soon as I figure it out, I'm gonna start dabbling. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's good. When you got somebody that's working and getting to know it, like it kind of helps you. Nepotism helps us skip the line a little bit, right?
There you go.
Yeah. I saw what you did there.
You saw I did. I'm just saying.
Yo, do y'all personality wise? Do y'all see any correlation between Bronny James and Lonzo Ball?
Ooh, yes.
Damn.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, we going somewhere now. Yeah. Lonzo play like he ain't, you know. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
And total contrast to LaMelo though, right?
Damn, wow.
Yeah. LaMelo lit.
Right.
But LaMelo also play like it ain't no big deal. He's more aggressive.
Lonzo took all of the heat.
Right.
Yeah.
And LaMelo don't have to deal with it.
And LaMelo's still in the league. And Lonzo keep talking about his leg is better. He might be doing something next season.
That could have been the play all along.
So are you insinuating the possibility that Bronny is just the litmus test to make it easier for Bryce? So when he get in there,
can be true.
Okay.
Because I do believe that with Bron's dream of playing with his son, playing basketball with his son.
Wow.
I think that makes him realize that, right? So I don't think the importance of it.
My man,
yo, there was a time we could say that and it wasn't nothing.
Yo, not today. You know the thing about the old days?
They the old days.
Oh my God, man.
Yo.
Nah, get it, bro.
Go ahead.
But I just think two things can be true at the same time, because maybe it's helping Brian realize his dream of playing basketball in the NBA at the highest level with his son, right? It energizes Brian, right? Because now you get a whole reinvigorated version of LeBron. I guarantee you, Brian finna bust ass this year, bro. Guaranteed.
No, he's not. But look, I get it. I know you think he is, bro. Like
telling you,
that ship has sailed, bro. Like the Lakers are the Lakers, man. Adding Bronny James ain't gonna make no difference, man. Like,
so you don't think the first round pick gonna help?
The Lakers are the Lakers, bro. That team dynamic is not where it needs to be. Like LeBron is not okay, man. Let's talk basketball, man. You ain't never played basketball, so let's just sit down for a second, man.
Look at this, man.
I ain't never watched it either, huh?
We know playing and watching is two different things, man.
Here you go.
Listen,
I'm here.
Yeah.
Look, this would be you.
Yeah, Michael Jordan's here, and this would be everybody else starts here. Nah. Yo, one day I need y'all to like just impersonate me. I just want to kind of see what y'all view of me is.
We should have recorded that shit when we was doing earlier.
I just want to see what the perspective is y'all got of me. So, because when you did that, I'm like, well, I really did that. But all right, so when you pick teams, like you got to pick teams for the purpose of role positions. The Lakers have too many people on that team that can do the same stuff, and they don't have it spread out enough for where they can compete with the other teams who are more well-rounded than them. That's just on the West Coast. Then you think they're gonna go up against a team like the Celtics? Like you see what the Celtics did to Dallas? Why? Because Kyrie and Luka was exposed. Kyrie is dynamic, but what happened once they saw Luka ain't had no defense, and he got like. Over. It was over. There's nothing they could do, and Kyrie too small to play these guys.
Yeah, to make an impact defensively.
Exactly, and Luke and the Celtics turned that defense up. It was over. So the same thing with Anthony Davis on the team. LeBron can't do what he used to do. So where he was a benefit in the past, he's almost a liability now because he can't do it consistent. He can't do it. Listen. He can't do
Look
it.
Look at his numbers, bro.
No. Lee can't. The numbers. Listen, we're gonna talk about the numbers. He can't do it consistently throughout the game. He can't do it consistently throughout the game. So the numbers
he's still averaging 27, 7, and 8, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
But how does that translate into wins, though?
It doesn't. It's not as impactful as it was. There's impact points, and then there's just points, right? Look at Luka Doncic. They got swept, a gentleman's sweep. What did he average? Like 27, something like that.
Almost,
Him and Kyrie together was over 50, I forgot 55. So I forgot what it was.
It wasn't as impactful as it was when he was playing in the playoff because it wasn't translating into the wins. Like LeBron James, those same numbers he was having back when he was younger, because he was having the same numbers, they were translating into wins. Why? Because they were impactful points. A lot of the points he gets now, towards the end of the game, towards the ends of the quarter, is not really in a position where it's changing the dynamic of the game so much as it used to. So that's why the numbers don't really make as much of a difference.
I can see what you're saying on that.
Yeah. So that's why I say the Lakers got a lot more to do. Now they can make some changes throughout the year that can put them in a position to compete for a position in the play-in. But the playoffs,
you don't think they're finna make the playoffs this year?
They'll make the play-in. You see my serious face?
I'm gonna stay. They're gonna make
That's
the
my
playoffs.
serious face. That's my serious. They not the top 6 seed in the West, bro. The play-in starts at the 7th.
Okay, Denver, right?
OKC,
Dallas. Okay, definitely OKC.
Denver, Dallas, OKC. Denver, Dallas, OKC is another team in there. Oh, Minnesota, that's 4, right? And then who else we got? Utah was in there. Utah's a better team than them. That's 5. And I don't know.
Better than them?
Utah's a better team. They got No, I'm not, because they was in the playoffs. And then you still got the Clippers. So that's 6 teams right there.
Bro, the Clippers. They about to blow that team up, bro.
If they don't blow the team up.
They blowing that team up, dog. Paul George is not staying.
If he
don't
want to
play basketball no more.
Yeah, let's take the Clippers out of it. Because Kawhi, I forgot.
Phoenix, they about to blow that team up too.
All right, those are the 2 possibles. If those teams get blown up, then the Lakers can possibly get a 6 seed.
They're getting blown up, bro.
But they still got to play the other teams on the East, and they're not going to win a lot of games. They're going to be a 49-51, maybe. That's a stretch, bro. Pause. That's just what it is. So that's why I say the Bronny James thing ain't changing anything. Like, he's not going to get as much.
No, I'm not expecting him to impact the game. I just think that what he's going to do, him being there, is going to make his daddy play a little bit different, bro.
But that's what you said. And what my immediate answer to that, and you didn't want to hear it, and I'm going to say it again, so you understand that I'm here and the reality is, even if his mind is telling him yes, his body is telling him no. It's
not R. Kelly.
No,
I'll do the singing, okay?
Yeah.
I'll do the singing.
But that's the thing is right now.
Because as far as singing, this is me. This will be around where you start.
Now that's it. I'm not even on the plane right there. I'm still in the waiting area trying to get a standby ticket.
Hey, I'm accustomed to you Queens niggas now.
I thought he was gonna say I'm a customer. I'm a customer, but sometimes I own the store. Yo. So, but no. Yo, I think his mind can tell him everything his mind wants to tell him, but his body's not doing what it used to do, bro. Like, you see when he go to the hole, it's a struggle, bro.
bro.
And listen, if he do it, let me tell you something. It's gonna be some questions.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna be some questions.
Definitely.
It was
Bro,
already
niggas been waiting for that, though, bro.
It was
Like, come
already
on.
questions.
Man,
Yo.
niggas been waiting for that, bro.
He going over there with Ryan Garcia, man.
Yo, let's hear from the fittest person I know of a certain age. Now, let's talk something, Biko. You in the gym consistently. I don't know. Do you do 2 a days? What do you do? 1 a day?
I used to. I don't have the time to do that. Yeah.
6 days a week.
If I did, I would do 2 a day.
Now, let me ask you a question. Being fit the way you are and being fit to play basketball, that's 2 different things, right?
Absolutely.
In order for you to be fit the way you are and then be also fit to play basketball, you're going to need some help at your age. And look at Creole Faith. You're going to need a lot of help.
A lot of help.
You're going to need some help.
Yeah, because it's
in what regard? Are y'all suggesting? Are y'all suggesting that the man juicing, bro?
No, I wouldn't say he's juicing.
So what help you talking about?
They don't call it. It ain't juicing. Like, that's just straight up steroids. Right. But you got performance enhancers that help you out.
Absolutely,
bro, dog. 20 years in the league. You don't think they would have been testing this nigga, man?
Who says they not?
All right, so
and who's gonna say they not and see and be like, yo, can we afford?
So you
to
feel
do
like
this?
Because he still put asses in seats, you feel like the NBA turning a blind eye?
When did we find out about Mark McGuire and Barry Bonds? While they was hitting home runs, or after it all went? After they hit the home runs,
right? Barry Bonds was still playing.
I don't know the timeline. All I know is that
he was still playing.
Sosa, Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, all those guys who was going crazy, they let them go crazy because it was benefiting the Major League Baseball. It wasn't until they was either out or almost out,
yeah, exactly,
that all of a sudden these tests from 5 years ago that they knew was positive started coming out in that Balco investigation. They ain't gonna say nothing if it's happening.
So you going on record and saying that's what you think gonna happen?
I'm not going on record. I'm just saying if he go crazy this year,
you might want to stand on it, bro.
Listen, I ain't saying nothing. I'm
if
just
you
saying.
If you gonna insinuate, bro, put an address on the shit.
No, son, I live my life how I want to live my life. I put a P.O. box on it, man.
What P.O. box? Nigga said P.O. box.
Go to the P.O. box. No,
I look at it like this, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm just like, I just find it weird that we always got a side-eye greatness, right?
I don't think we side-eyeing greatness, bro. That's not what
Not
nobody.
you. It's not you specifically, but just even the thought that just because somebody is pushing the limits of what's been done before, they got to cast aspersion on it by questioning it. You get what I'm saying?
Of course. Because the human body is the human body, bro. It's but so much you can get out of that at a certain age after a while. And when you got a lot of miles on your body doing the same thing, it's questionable that you can still be doing it. I'm not saying it's impossible because nothing's impossible. My point is that science is science, bro. And at a certain time in your life, everybody starts to decline. It was the same thing with Barry Bonds. How all of a sudden he's hitting the same balls the way he been. Pause. Damn.
Ooh.
All right, listen.
Philosophical.
He always had great hand-eye coordination, and he always been a great hitter.
Yo, I'm not gonna get through this one, bro.
I'm about to mute myself.
You're not gonna get through this one, dog. Cause now, we waiting for every word, dog. Like,
yo, I don't like you, son. I don't even know you no more, son. Yo, the point I'm making. Let me make my point and step off this platform. The point I'm making is all of a sudden he hitting home runs when before they used to be doubles and maybe triples. It's just a difference, and everybody noticed it. Then his head got all.
Just stop. Just stop.
Yo, I'm done. Son. Yo, and back to you.
Yo, man. I mean, I understand. Like, it's no different than with the Guinness Book of World Records. Like, you say you make the record, they have a criteria to make you prove it, right? So I understand what you're saying when you make a history.
Yo,
he can't believe he slipped that much in one monologue, bro.
Just it's like it was just.
Yo, that's a year worth of pauses for this nigga, man.
Yo, it just kept happening, bro. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I was trying to get away from it. I couldn't. It just kept showing back up. I'm like,
it was chasing me. It was chasing me. Yo, the pause was like Jason Boyes, bro.
Oh my God.
Yo. Nah, son. Yo, that's what I get, right? Talking about your goat.
Yeah, bro.
Talking about your goat.
Nigga to put voodoo on highs, bro.
That's called sports, right? They done put it on. Yo, that's wild, son.
Delroy Lindo was the voodoo man in what's the movie Devil's Advocate?
Oh man.
Talking about his son.
Man. Yo.
Oh shit.
All right, man. Oh man. All right.
Well, I don't got to do abs today.
Right. Abs is on 10 right now.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, I don't think we ever wasted that much time laughing, bro. No, that's like 5 minutes of laughter.
Yo, oh man, that's the healthiest part of life, right? Being able to laugh like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, but go ahead, man. I'm gonna let you take it over, man. Go ahead, just make your point, man, because I'm done with that.
Honestly, I done forgot what my point was, bro. But
yo, everybody's scared to talk now.
Yo, we almost at the hour mark, bro. So for me, I'm definitely in support of what LeBron has achieved and being able to, bring his son into that achievement and train him. Who better to train Bronny as far as bringing him along as a professional athlete than the consummate professional? That's how I see it, right? Of course, he's not where we would want him to be, but I think he's in a prime position to get the most out of Bronny as a professional.
A couple of things. So basically, were you saying that nepotism is cool as long as the candidate is a good candidate? You know what I mean?
I think if my son is as good as the next person, I'm giving my son the look. But if he's not, I can't in good conscience do that. Especially if I know I worked to get to where I am. I'll make it easier as he gets better, though. I just say, hey, I got you, but we got to get you here first.
Yeah.
The other thing too, the nil deals. Where were we at? We kind of we mentioned it, but then we just.
So yeah, the NIL deals where they can get money for the name, image, and likeness. That don't apply to Bronny. They filthy rich. But like the other players, like the ones who coming up who don't have nothing, they taking these deals, but it also making them lazy.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It makes them lazy. Like I agree with Iguodala. So it's so hard. It's so difficult, right? It's a challenge to eat. Yeah, I'm still in.
Because listen, these kids are broke. You know what I mean? So
they broke. So it's like
take the money out of their hands so you can make them better, but they starving.
They
starving. So where the passion was, go ahead.
I think it's a double-edged sword, man. It's I'm not a polarized view person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never just the only thing I'm really sold out on is my relationship with God, right? Other than that, I see the duality in everything, bro. I see good and negative and positive. I don't like to use good and bad. I see the negative and the positive, and it's all on the person. It's all on choices. But when you talk about somebody coming up from poverty, a lot of these kids that's playing AAU basketball are not coming from poverty no more. It's not like it was. A lot of these kids are suburban kids, bro. A lot of these kids are coming from 2-parent households, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of it is it's really a hustle at that point. And then once you, if the goal has always been a bag, once you get a bag, the passion and the drive to achieve is gonna start to wane. I don't give a damn who you are. If the goal is the bag.
For most, right? Because a lot of those kids are NBA player kids too. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's true. This is like the first generation of NBA players, kids who like it's so many of them out there. So,
but
go ahead.
That's also why, like, and it's not in just basketball. You talking in sports in general. Look at the athletes that are coming out of Eastern Europe, Croatia, Serbia, places like that, Ukraine, right? War-torn countries that would be equivalent to crack era neighborhoods when we was growing up.
The Bronx,
right? Yeah. The Bronx today. Right now in the Bronx, there's some dude.
The Bronx stay catching strays, man.
It's not even a stray, bro. Like this is a pop out and air out, bro. Like the Bronx is like that.
Different.
It's different, dog. Like that's like the Bronx in Florida.
Oh God.
It's different, bro. So my point being, yes. My point being, bro, like if you look at the hunger and the grit that comes from those Eastern European athletes today, it's the same thing that we had with that I got to get my mama out of the hood mentality and that thing that drove us to greatness. You wasn't like, I don't give a damn how much money you had. If you ain't bought your mama a house, if you get what I'm saying? If you ain't took your mama and whatever relatives you could and you ain't rescued everybody, you ain't made it. That's how it was for us, right? And it seemed like that's what it is for those Eastern European athletes. It's just that type of grit and hunger that they have that we used to have. Everything for us now is about image.
So do you see what's happening? The tone and the makeup of the league is changing. The NBA.
Yeah. Look at the draft.
It's starting to look like it used to look. Yeah, like it used to look.
Just The Havliceks
and you wonder if that's not that if that didn't become the play over time. Like, okay, because you got these American athletes, they could get money all different types of ways. And like you said, it's not happening for those people out there. So they escaping, they like refugees. Basketball is life or death for them.
Right.
Yeah.
For the brothers and sisters now, for the boxers as well. So, and even in baseball, that's why you got a lot of Latinos in baseball, because it's just a different dynamic. So as the years go by, you are going to start seeing a different makeup here in the NBA that don't really reflect your NBA that we grew up on with the GOAT, Michael Jordan, playing. So it's just one of those things, you know, it's just LeBron is like, let's keep it a buck. All jokes aside, LeBron is definitely one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game.
Mount Rushmore.
What he did for his son, I would have did for my son. No, without a doubt, because it's basketball. We can get you there, man. It's basketball. We ain't tripping. But he's probably gonna be one of the last players in the NBA like this from America.
Yeah.
From America.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's like the swan song of an era.
Yeah. Because
you know
who else is there that's gonna be him like that? Not from the States, not from nobody in this country. You know, so there's a lot to be said. And if that's the case, and maybe some of these GMs have that perspective, is like, all right, let's get him wherever he wants, because honestly, this is the end of an era for American basketball.
Right.
That's a good one. Well, I hope I redeem myself.
You definitely did, bro. Hey, it's okay.
It's
okay, man. You're gonna be all right, bro. You're gonna rebound from this.
Yo, I'm gonna laugh watching the playback of this one, man. I'm just gonna laugh, man. There's so many clips in this, man. It's gonna be
it's like the clip, the video of those kids running into the mirror at the fun house.
Oh man! Well, that's what I was doing. I was running into the mirror.
That looks like a door. Nope, it's a mirror.
It's a mirror. Yo, any parting words before we get up out of here?
It's gym time.
Gym time. No doubt. What about you, Creole?
Shout out to Shrewsbury. Shout out to Carrollton, Uptown New Orleans, all of that.
All right, y'all. Trial Run Podcast. We out.
Till next time.
For sure.